Hey, Coach, good to see you this morning. In a game like this, afternoon game, short rest, travel, heavy minutes in the last game, do the young guys like Terrence and Luke have a larger potential impact just because of the perceived young legs that they have?
No, I think game seven, no excuses. If we had to play back to back to back, we have to be ready. And, game seven is where, stars step up and stars play well. And, we're just excited and ready for this opportunity.
Thanks, Justin. Claudia, you can go ahead.
Hey, Ty, good morning. Do you think having your guys against the wall motivates your team like it did in game 6?
Yeah, I just think, like I said, we're ready for the opportunity. Game seven, leave it all on the line, win and go home. And like I said, our guys are excited about this opportunity. We know what we have to do on both sides of the basketball, so we're just ready to play.
Cam, you can go ahead.
Good afternoon, Coach, or good morning, Coach. Coach, I want to know, quarter two of last game, you guys obviously held them to one turnover and then held them down to 17 points. Like, how do you duplicate that performance and have it be sustainable for 4 quarters today?
I think just understanding am I ready? Okay. I think just understanding what we're trying to do defensively. And I think last game, we still made some mistakes, but we didn't make as many as we did before. But I think having Kawhi and Luka as the primary ball handler, I think was great for us. And I think when it came into the pick and roll with their fives, I think blitzing that to get the ball out of Luka's hands was really good for us. So we're going to do a little bit of the same stuff tonight. And we just got to be ready to make adjustments when we need to. But like I said, I love our mindset going into that game. And our defense is what really kept us in the game to be able to make some shots, in that fourth quarter.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks. Go to Mark Medina.
Hi, Ty. Good morning. Good to see you. I was wondering, what do you think has gone into your guys' ability to handle adversity and be resilient during the ups and downs of this series? And how do you think that applies to Game 7?
I think just going through all we went through this season, I think, so many injuries, guys stepping up, different guys having opportunities to play in big games and key situations. And we just found ways to win. And I just think this team has been resilient all season long with the attitude of, no excuses and do what we have to do to win a game. So, like I said, we're ready to go for Game 7. They're pumped up, I'm pumped, and we're ready to go.
Thanks. Go to Miriam.
Hey, good morning, Ty. You mentioned being pumped up. Like, how much communication have you had with the guys today? And just kind of like, what are they saying?
Oh, they're ready to go. We had a little walkthrough before the game and just clean up a couple of things, we wanted to do offensively and defensively. The guys are locked in and focused and ready to go.
All right, we'll go to Law. Oh, I'm sorry, Miriam. Go ahead. All right, go to Law.
Hey, Todd, good to see you this morning. So Kawhi and Paul, they were great in terms of staying out of foul trouble. That hasn't been a problem for Kawhi, but it has been for Paul. How do you encourage them to basically get through a game without getting themselves into foul trouble? And if it comes to a point where one of them do get into foul trouble, do you consider keeping them in, or do you kind of trust the rest of the squad to kind of pick it up if you have to sub them out?
Yeah, I think it depends on how the flow of the game's going, what the score of the game is. If we have a little breathing room and we're able to get those guys out and get them back in, that's what you want to do. But if it's a tight game and we're down a little bit, then you just got to read the game. But I just think, tonight, you got to turn everything loose and, foul trouble, whatever. We got to be on the floor and we just can't we just can't have silly fouls to put us in that situation. So, Kawhi and PG understand that, it's a big game and we need those guys on the floor.
You can go ahead, Om.
Hey, Ty. From your experience with Game 7s, what do they come down to?
I think just trust. I think the mental toughness, if things don't go right early, or if you don't get a call, or you're not making shots, you just got to have the mental toughness just to get through it. And no matter how you got to do it to win a game, you got to do it. If it's 49 to 48 or 150 to 149, you just got to win the game. And that's the biggest thing. So whatever you got to do, you got to give yourself to the team. You got to sacrifice. And how many ever minutes you play or seconds you play, you got to give it your best and just trust your work that you put in all season long. From a personal standpoint of making shots and from a team standpoint, from defensive coverages, to moving the basketball, to attacking and doing everything we've done all year offensively. So just to trust, and I think the mental capacity of just staying in the right space no matter how things are going for you.
And what will be your final message to the team before they take the court, or did you already kind of give that to them this morning?
Yeah, this morning, no message. Game 7, everyone knows what's on the line. Now it's time to play.
Thanks, Ty.
Thanks. You can go ahead, Andrew.
Good morning, Ty. Good to see you. I think last game there were 3 players made up almost the majority of all your points. What do you want to see from the Reggies, the Marcuses, the guys around Kawhi and Paul, who you know want to be the main scorers today? Like, what do you have to do to engage the other guys to make this a little more balanced?
Well, you got to do whatever it takes, But Reggie, I thought, was great in game 6, having 25 points, being aggressive, scoring the ball early on in that first quarter. I think he had 14 points, but just making some shots. We've been talking about it all series. We was 3 for 20 on catch and shoot threes. Then we got some great looks that we didn't make. So just step up, like I said, trust your work, trust what you've been doing all season long, and and make our shots. And I think tonight will be the night that we finally shoot the ball the way we're capable of shooting it.
Thanks. Miriam, you can go ahead. Sorry I cut you off.
No worries. On the mental toughness tip, what can you say about Paul and just sort of his play this series? Like, obviously, when the shots not been falling, he's found so many other ways to contribute, especially late in games. Like, what do you make of that?
No, he's been great. Like I said, attacking the basket, getting downhill, getting guys in foul trouble. He's been rebounding the heck out of the basketball, all series, with those big guys on the floor. We really talked about we playing small. We needed Kawhi and PG to rebound the ball, and he's really done that. And then, when Kawhi went to the bench, start that fourth quarter, PG had some great points early on in that fourth quarter. So he's been great. Like I said, just controlling the game, when they're double teaming, when they're helping, making the right passes, which we haven't shot the ball particularly well. And then also just attacking the basket, getting downhill, getting into the paint, attacking their bigs and getting to the rim.
Thanks. Looks like I got one question left from Mason. Go ahead and close us out.
Hey, Coach, you kind of just touched on this, but they busted out a zone on you guys last game. And were you fine with the open looks you got out of that, or is there something you might want to try differently? It's just a matter of shots falling.
Making some shots. That's the biggest thing. We had a lot of great looks, and we looked at them the other day on the plane and just just shaking our head because those are shots we've been making all season. So I love the offense. They're going to play zone. We're going to get open shots. We also want to continue to keep attacking the paint as well.